Hello and welcome to the Cowboy4Game Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. I'm your host Jake. Today I'm joined by Bragg from Braggio.
Hey.
And Ben from NolanTCG.
Hello.
Before we get into our week of Yu-Gi-Oh, just a quick thing atop the show. A quick congratulations to one-time presenter and long-time friend of the podcast, Andrew Jones, and his wife. Got married over the weekend. Beautiful ceremony.
Last night, as of recording. I'm just giving context for the fact that I'm going to fall asleep halfway through this.
Oh yeah, we're ruined.
I'm very tired. But yeah, very big congratulations to the both. Beautiful ceremony, had a lot of fun, and yeah, all the best to you. So, moving on from that, how was our week in Yu-Gi-Oh, Bragg?
Just still playing Tenpai on Master Duel. I don't know if I said it last week. Thank God I didn't play Tenpai in real life, because this last week, I think I'm pretty sick of the deck.
It is, like, you know how, like, some decks you get sick of because, like, it kind of just does the same thing over and over again? Yeah. Like, Tenpai is very much in that funnel. It does a thing.
Yep. Did you draw enough disruption? Yes? No? Anyway, off you go.
Yeah. But even then, like, even if you just pull off the win con all the time, like, it's just the same every time.
So I feel sorry for the people that played it IRL and then waited and then is playing it now, unless if you're some sort of sicko, which, I mean, you're into what you're into. Otherwise, so yeah, nearly finished Dual Triangle, trying to, like, I don't know why I'm going for this is not the icon thing. What's
the little nameplate thing?
Yeah, the nameplate. Like, I've missed heaps of them before, I don't know why I'm trying for this time.
I want to be the king of Tenpai.
Change my nameplate.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not like your name, so on your player card, you get the four little things.
I think I maybe changed that at the start and I have not acknowledged its existence ever since.
I don't often change it. Like, I get a few nameplates here and there because I have love for the game, you know. But I very rarely change the nameplates unless there's like something significant that I'm like, oh yeah, that's a cool one. I'll have that.
Hey.
Didn't play any IRL. I was about to play Millennium on Tuesday, but wasn't to be. Oh, is there Blue Eyes around?
Define that.
Did Rukasu give you a Heart of
Yeah, it's in my deck box.
Thanks, Rukasu. That's all for my week.
Namaste, Rikusu. Ben.
That's two different things.
I know this.
Okay. Anyway, my week in Yu-Gi-Oh! I played Mimigor on Tuesday.
Ooh.
It was fun. Very much for a prototype kind of slap together build. It was okay. Definitely I'm going to be making some changes from the list. But ultimately it was just kind of a throw together, let's see how this will work and kind of formulate and figure out from there. So definitely we'll be making some changes.
Are you tempted to upload the crappy deck list?
Nah, I'm going to refine it and make sure that it's a good deck list. It wasn't bad by any means. It just had some small areas where it could improve. And thus, I will be making those changes. Overall, with the deck, thought it was quite good. Had a fair bit of fun. I can't remember if I went X1 or I went X2. Yeah. Honestly, I don't really remember most of my matches. But yeah, I will sit down tonight and probably figure out what I'm going to change. Definitely, Mimigor Master is a one-off. I legitimately was only playing it at 3 because I had the Quartzy Rezis. And now I'm like, this is not necessary.
See, and I told you should have gone for the QCR field spells, and you didn't.
Well, I pulled 2 from my case.
Yeah, I know, but like you completed the set, and that's great. But you also needed to get the QCR field spells, and now you have a whole bunch of other QCRs from the new set that you need to get too.
I don't think I want to get them. Well, mainly just because save money for Japan.
Yeah.
I'm trying to probably over the course of the rest of this year not spend money on the game.
Yeah, you already bought Mulchami, so
yeah, I have my Mulchami.
90% successful.
I'm going to, for the rest of the year, try to not spend money other than entering to locals. So that way we can enjoy the trip. Coming soon. Me and Bragg doing a podcast in the middle of a park.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
We just got to find a park.
Will that be coming before or after the Legacy series that has also been filmed but not put out?
This is going to replace the weekly podcast. The Legacy series is all shot, filmed, and ready to go. Except for the part that I just don't want to sit down and have to edit it.
It's on a phone whose USB-C output doesn't work. And I have to upload it via the Wi-Fi.
Move it to Dropbox.
Yeah,
and
it's a process.
Yeah.
It'll be around when I know exactly what I want it to be.
I know I'm going to have to do a lot of VO, and I need the time to sit down for a day and do the VO and work on it. But yeah, we'll make that work as well. Who knows, one day you might see that. But overall, my week in Yu-Gi-Oh! Was fine. I'm going to make some changes and see how we go.
You trying to shame us for cutting room floor stuff?
Yeah, you didn't even help.
I was here on one of the nights.
Editing night?
Well, that hasn't been yet.
That's the thing. It's the editing is the problem. Filming's simple. You just whack a camera up, stick some microphones on us, and away we go.
Anyway, my week in Yu-Gi-Oh! So I was playing Tearlament Paleo on Tuesday. Still working out the bits and pieces. So I too will be sitting down tonight and maybe tomorrow night to make some final changes and switch ups to that deck. See if I can make it any better. It can't be hard because it's fairly bad. And then Master Duel, finished all the bits of the dual triangle that I really wanted to complete. I finished the fusion line. I even went through the synchro line because there was more gems to get if I went through the synchro bit to do some more. Played Sword Soul. It was very much as I said, it's Baron or bust. If your Baron sticks, it's fine.
I must say, I did log on to play it this week because I had a grand total of about 2 hours to kill while I was waiting for my cast service to be done. Nah, Duel Links, I was waiting for the next set. I've ground everything I can out of Duel Links with that fusion deck now. I'm waiting for more cards to come out. More support. I need Seven Roads Fusion. I need that card.
I thought that card came out. Was it just the fusion cards for Seven
We
Roads
got
came
one
out?
of the fusions.
Right.
So we'll probably
And
slowly
skill
get the other
fusions.
like 3 or 4, and then we'll get Seven Roads Fusion, the spell, which is then we'll immediately get like semi-limited. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I was playing the Synchro fucking Yusei toolbox deck.
Oh, the one you already built? Or...
Yeah, except
okay.
I took out the stuff that was like the pure way to play it and was just like put in all the good synchros to replace it. It actually works really well.
Yeah, when you take out bad synchros and put in good synchros.
Set up like 2 disruptions and then the ability to go into the Satellite Warrior and pop 4. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. If I'd had anywhere near enough URs to craft it, I was tempted, like for maybe a millisecond, to do the links side of it at the end, purely because it was made aware to me that Firewall Terahertz Dragon completely out Senpai.
I don't know what that card does.
Your opponent can't activate effects in the battle phase.
Yeah.
That works.
I want to have it in Malice.
Yeah.
Just to have it lying around.
And then if you make it with
Such a
the Gatachi Adignista, I think it is, you can make it unaffected, so they can't out it before the battle phase and they can't do anything in the battle phase.
Or
It's very fun.
just play Sky Striker
There's that too.
and win.
It's boring. Sky Strike is so boring. Yeah, I think that's everything I did this week. Sure.
So I
Moving
did
on.
not pre-prepare a segue for this week's news.
That's okay. So, first thing coming up in news with Master Duel is the upcoming release of a new pack. So that's going to be launching, I believe, tomorrow?
Are we
think.
leaking this?
No, it's news. It's news.
Erratas.
Yeah, so the big news with that pack is that we're getting the errated Summon Sork. It was weird the other day when I had to explain to Kurt why Summon Sork was such a problem.
He's like, oh, this card doesn't seem that bad.
Yeah, he's like, I don't get it. I was like, well, let me tell you with the terrible trio of Link Karibo, Halka Fibrax, and Summon Sorceress.
Let me tell you about a time when you could make Hulk to summon, make a Phantom Beast, link into Summon Sork, summon the Phantom Beast token, and then use the Summon Sork.
Awful
And then you can
times.
make a Rurodon.
Yeah. So, in that pack as well, they're going to be releasing a couple of other things. So, Hallow and Ween, the specialty Halloween cards that are coming to Master Duel first. No one cares a fuck about those.
They look cool though. They really do look cool.
Look, they've put in some effort with the visual design.
Yeah,
The
if
card
only-
design is not that good.
My challenge for...
Unless every year now they keep releasing Hallow and Ween support.
Yeah, that'll be cute. And make it relate back to that weird pumpkin.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Hallow.
Yeah. Let's get it going.
What about Mild Turkey?
Miles Turkey.
Separate. Separate.
You can't love one without the other. I was going to say my challenge for Japan, I think this year is going to be to try and find that potato chip.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to try and find that.
So there's a few of them, isn't there? There was like
You get a
a
pack
series
of
of
3.
3 different cards, and
Yeah.
like the whole 3-card combo was like draw a card.
I don't even think it was that good.
I think that was like baseline of what it did. But also in the pack, we get the Gold Pride Eradicator, so
Pride.
the OCG support for Gold Pride.
Yep.
We get obviously the Summer Sorceress and Moon of the Closed Heaven
Cool.
coming in as a UR.
Okay. Does this mean they're going to ban it before we get the rest of the stuff?
Well, wouldn't it be rare then?
I was going to say, if they're bringing it in, they usually bring it, like they might bring it in with a limit, which does nothing.
Yeah. Oh
But-
no, I can't go into the combo.
But if
twice.
anything, I could see maybe the... Oh, what's it fucking called? The level 6.
How many times?
Black
Maybe.
Roma?
Yeah, that one... What? No.
Level 6 reborn?
The level 6 main deck.
Ah, yeah, Engraver.
Yes, Engraver. I could see Engraver being a super.
Yeah. Okay. And then semi-hitting it.
Have that be the one that they like knock down.
Okay.
How many times do you think Closed Heaven will be summoned in the next month?
0.
Oh, before we get
server
Fiend Smith.
wide,
Yeah.
server wide.
Oh yeah, no.
We'll probably see it a couple times for people like, I like the ability to go
climb.
into my other guy.
Yeah, to climb in.
To actually go into the Link 5 that it was
I'm
quote
playing
unquote
pure
designed for.
Underworld.
Yes. I just don't know where it is.
And then, yeah, as of this Monday as well, the Triad Duel with Hallow and Ween will be available for people to get, I'm assuming, a pack.
Cool.
Hooray.
Yeah.
And then I think that's all that's really happening on Master Duel. We had a whole bunch of announcements through the week for the Bonanza with a bunch of reprints.
Bang bang.
So, we've got Shrit, the strategist of Necros.
Cool.
Rageki,
Yep.
Machine Dupe.
Yeah, I like Machine Dupe.
Machine Dupe's a good one.
Yeah.
Treeborn Frog and Starlight Road.
For some reason I saw the Treeborn Frog, but I had ignored the other 4. It was actually a good 4.
Starlight Road is needed to be around, I guess, but I feel like Toon Chaos was 4 years ago, I guess.
Starlight Road is actually a very good reprint. I like that reprint.
Yeah, it feels like we've seen it recently, but it is actually not recently. Time,
No, it is just
time
stained
marches
into your
on.
mind from the never times. Next, we've got Tragodia, Sky Striker, Mobilize,
Good
Engage.
reprint. Real print.
Engage, a really important Edison reprint. Good to know.
Very important.
Toss.
No one wants to replay that format.
There's a few sickos.
Colossal Warrior,
Colossal Fighter.
Hey, where's Armory?
Warrior.
What?
I thought it's Colossal Fighter. Is it not?
That's Colossal Warrior.
Yeah, it says Colossal Fighter on the card, but here in my list it says Colossal Warrior.
Okay.
So I read it right, but they're wrong.
Actually did need a reprint. It's a kind of hard to find synchro.
Yes.
Yeah, and it
Pretty
is.
stapley.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where's Armory? Sorry.
Mirror Force and Substitute. Substitute's a waste. It only just got a
Substitute,
reprint.
it needs more of a reprint.
Does it?
It's a $5 card for no reason.
With different rarities as well.
I suppose. But then, I don't know. If they had the thought of printing it in this, where it'd be like, I'll have 1 billion substitutes, it feels kind of wasted now that it was in the set before.
Where you could get 1 per 2 boxes. That was the problem. That's why it's still a $5 card. Next ones.
Next ones, we have Gauze, Emissary of Darkness.
Good reprint.
Yep.
Dark End Dragon. Also
Yeah,
another
decent
kind of
enough
tricky
reprint.
Yeah, it's
to
around.
find synchro.
Yeah.
Goblin Attack Force.
Not necessary.
No one plays that format.
Ancient City Rainbow Ruins.
Yeah.
Was this not in the Crystal Beast set last year?
I think so, but this card is weirdly expensive because one of its prints was like a fucking battle pack prize card.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So like,
Oh god, of course it would have been.
its top end is a big top end. So this seems like a maybe targeted at
Down.
collectors kind of thing.
This whole thing's targeted at collectors. It's just
Yeah.
like, you've spent 5+ years cultivating this
Also, these
expensive
are all-
card collection.
I remember back in the day when Good Games did singles on their website, but it was a crapshoot as to whether or not you'd actually get the card. the Battle Pack promo was on their website for $5, and it was like a $150 card at the time, and I was like, fuck it.
Yeah,
Fuck it in
for
my
the
cart.
gamble. Yeah.
Just no.
Never got it?
No, they gave me the refund and were just like, sorry. I was like, okay, thank you. That's fine.
And then rounding up on the list of banned cards coming into circulation in Bonanza, Dandelion.
Cool.
It's not rounding up the banned cards because we're going to see more.
I know, for this week anyway.
We better see more.
Yeah, Dandy's alright. Didn't it get a
it's-
crazy reprint recently, though? No, I'm thinking of that
It
Speed
did.
Jewel thing.
It was the Speedles, yes.
I don't think that we went over these last week. So, Mechanical Chaser,
Good reprint.
Injection Fairy Lily,
Very good reprint.
Magic Cylinder, Diddy Assailant,
Ah, I love DD Assailant.
Yep.
and Destiny Draw.
Collectors DD Assailant would be really nice.
Yes.
Hopefully
Wait, no, these ones are only available in Secret or Quartzy.
Still,
of course. Yeah.
Mech Chaser, a very needed card. It's
Yeah,
actually,
that card's ludicrously expensive
yeah.
for no reason.
It's
Oh.
actually a good card for the format that it's in.
Yes.
It's a staple 3 of.
It's also a vanilla, which is what I wanted. I wanted more QCR vanillas.
That's what I
Good.
want.
And then Ancient Gear Golem, Cyber and
I
Dragon,
hate it.
Cyber Valley,
This was the shit 5.
Crystal Beast, Sapphire Pegasus,
Yeah.
and Elemental Hero Wildheart.
This was the shit 5.
Yeah, like Pegasus, good card. Doesn't need it. Has plenty of high rarities. Has plenty of low rarities. There's upgraded rarities, but that are still cheap.
Well, that GX fucking reprint set, like more than 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's dating the game.
Yeah, but I mean, it was all reprinted last year.
No, but for the Crystal, I quite like that print of Sapphire
Oh, yeah,
Pegasus.
yeah,
So I was
yeah.
like, oh, I wonder how. Oh, wow.
Yep.
It's a nice print, and that print is old.
And I get the feeling there was another one.
That's fine. We'll cover it next week.
There's no Metamorphosis.
No Metamorphosis has been confirmed yet, but you can vote for Metamorphosis in the Konami poll for what card
Yes.
you want to see. Your options for voting are Aeneos and Metamorphosis.
Yeah,
Those are the only two you're allowed to vote for if you watch this podcast. However, if you are voting on your phone, be warned, it's a pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah.
It was not the easiest thing to navigate on my phone.
Which is kind of wild that you would, like, you'd think that they would have the foresight to go, okay, like, given the age bracket of most of the people that we're trying to market to, phone capability would be very important to have for this website.
Yes. Like oh, sorry.
I found it.
Okay.
It was United We Stand,
Yeah, this one. Mage
Instant
Power.
Fusion.
Yep.
Mage Power, X-Saber Gotems, and this big Grandmaster. That's the one.
Good for reprinting Gotems,
Yeah.
but we need a Hunlei reprint. That's the one that needs the reprint.
Yeah.
Hunlei is the one that needs the reprint.
Wait, when's Dark Soul been reprinted last? Oh, Dark Soul's not even legal.
It's not legal in... Yeah, it's the next format. Or literally the
Well,
very next format.
we'll care about subs, not Subs Toad,
Wasn't that legal for fucking...
not Ronin Toad.
Yeah, it's the next set.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So we had subs. I always mix it up. That we had subs of Toad, then we got Toad, and that's what broke it.
Except it didn't break it for like 6 months. Because people didn't realize.
It wasn't 6 months.
It was another ban list later. When people
Oh,
were
yeah,
like, oh
yeah.
fuck, wait, we can do this?
Yeah, I think it's been mentioned. It was our Nats. There's only like 4 people on Frogs in the room, and they all went well because everyone else was like Infernity and everything. And it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, there's a consistent FTK, which I just didn't think of because I just didn't think about Mass Driver.
Yeah, 2 frogs and you're done.
Yeah.
Or Mass Driver and 2 frogs.
Yep. Reprint Mass Driver.
Yeah, where's the Mass Driver reprint? You're reprinting Substitute, you gotta reprint Mass Driver.
Do you know what it's time for, Brad?
What?
Time for our weekly Mulch Army Market Watch.
I thought we were
wasn't
going to do this at
prepared
the
for
end.
this, yeah.
I thought this was an end segment.
Nah, we need to...
Or you could go into whatever the next bit of content you've got here is.
Well, while they're doing that, they have a quick update to the
Yeah.
Blue Eyes structure deck for the TCG.
What the hell do they mean by this? I couldn't.
So,
Yeah.
the update reads as such, and since the 25th anniversary, since it's our 25th anniversary, of course we're including Little Quarter Century Sparkle. In addition to a full 50-card deck, each deck will also include a bonus extra card, a second copy of Maiden of White, Wishes for Eyes of Blue, or Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. All 3 cards are already included in the decks as ultras, but you also get a secret rare second copy of one of those 3 cards. What's more, there's a chance of the secret rare card upgrading to a quarter century rare instead.
Okay.
Spoilers, they had already announced this.
Yeah,
They just didn't give a proper description as to what they were going to do. They've now just figured it out.
Yeah.
And like, it'll be like this.
Yeah, because we were like, oh, are they just going to bump up? Are they going to just straight swap it? But okay, so yeah. So no matter what, you have the base version of the deck, and then the secret promo could be a QCR.
Okay.
Understood. Makes sense. I don't know. Do we want it? I think we kind of...
I don't. So,
the extra secret's going to be worthless.
updates for the 4 Hours Market Watch. We have a grand new card entering the market, and that is the Asian English version in Super Rare.
Yeah, I've been thinking
that is
this.
$83.
Wow.
That's insane.
Isn't that illegal?
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
illegal, yes.
Unless.
And then, weirdly, there's an English copy available from Japan, which will set you back $145. But the cheapest copy available in Australia is $260.
Keep saving, lads.
Yeah. And that's your weekly Mulchami update.
We need the Asian English ones if we're going to play Singapore next year.
Well, $85 for a super.
Yeah, I don't think I'm that committed.
That's insane.
Surely they'll just print it into the ground. China will get all of their prints, which will be, I imagine, heaps.
Yes.
Hopefully it comes down. You can get the Asian English for $40. No, $37. Please, and thank you.
We had some new cards announced for the Supreme Darkness set coming out.
2 weeks.
In the
for the
OCG?
OCG.
No, 2 days.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes,
it's
very
this
soon.
week.
Yeah.
So, the first of which is the Delta of Temptation, a new field spell. So, Foolish is a level 5 or higher zombie on activation, and then when a monster is added back from the graveyard to the hand, it adds itself back to hand and can generate a zombie token. Due to the artwork and the very strong implication that they want you to use it with Eldritch, it seems like an Eldritch field spell.
Yeah. But, like, you're speeding up Eldritch, which is not that fast.
So, you send Eldritch.
Yeah.
Eldritch
Okay.
sends the field spell and
this,
a back.
this explains the
come
other
back.
card. What was the other tri-deck? Cyber Dragon. Did Cyber Dragon get a weird support card this set?
They sure did. Clockwork Knight. With a K.
But Clockwork Knight's not.
No, it isn't.
It's a Cyber Dragon. It's good for Cyber Dragon, and it's good for
What
Spiral.
Earth Cyber Dragons are there?
I thought it doesn't need an Earth, does it?
Doesn't need Earth. It's just a
It's just
secondary effect. So, Clockwork Knight, 1 non-link machine monster with 1,000 or less original attack.
Yeah.
So if it's link summons, send a face-up continuous spell you control to the graveyard, add Clockwork Knight from your deck to your hand, target a machine monster with 1,000 or less attack in your graveyard, tribute one other machine monster if you do, special summon the target monster in defense position.
Doesn't require Earth at all.
Nope.
Oh, I must have read
It's
a
just
busted
that
translation.
it itself is an Earth machine, and Clockwork Knight
Makes
has
everything
a secondary effect
Yes.
that works around Earth machine specifically.
So basically the combo is you make this, off a Hertz or whatever the fuck you want, you add Clockwork Knight, you then do the switcheroo, and then, because you got Clockwork Knight, you can select the entire board.
Wow. What was his name in the show that was running that Robotic Knight deck? Well, you finally got the support.
Wasn't it
for
one of the big 5?
I've run the numbers.
That was the Penguin Man.
I'm sure it was one of the big 5.
I only remember Penguin Man and Judge Man.
Valid.
The other two were pretty forgettable.
Yeah. Except they're getting support, and Penguin Man and other man aren't.
It's because Penguin Man is remembered. He doesn't need support.
He's got everything he
Nightmare
needs.
Penguin's remembered. Also, the entire Nightmare archetype.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Also the penguins.
Yeah.
What we got.
Yeah, also penguins.
Painfully unrelated, but sure.
Royal Penguin Garden, or whatever the fuck it's called. Support.
Live Twin? Archetype? No, what was the other tri-deck?
Live Twin.
Yeah, so then we got the Live Twin link.
Yeah, but no. So this one is called
Live twin Link.
Abao Aku, the Lightless Shadow. So Link 4 Dark Fiend. During main phase, discard a card to activate this effect. Either destroy a card in the field, banish this card until the end phase, and if you do, special summon the light or dark from the graveyard. Then during the draw phase, draw cards equal to the number of different types amongst monsters in your graveyard, and then put the same back to the bottom of the deck in any order. Interesting card. I quite like it. I feel like other stuff needs to go for this to be like a go-to Link 4 for some decks.
There are ways to break this, though.
Oh yeah, you just summon back Jargon, summon back Archor, Christia.
Yes.
Like, you can break this so many different ways. And because it doesn't summon itself back, it returns, you're not then restricted by your own floodgate.
It's... So... There's a one-card combo... it's Speedroid Terratop.
Terratop, yeah.
Is a Jargon lock with this card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Any level 3.
or Dragon's deck.
Any level 3 that generates 2 monsters.
So yeah, the material for it, by the way, is 2+ monsters, including a Fiend, specifically.
Yes. Cherubini. Cough, cough.
Yeah, it's always going to be Cherubini.
I mean, it's not always going to be Cherubini, but quite
gonna be
often
Cherubini.
it's going to be Cherubini. I mean, Unchained could do it. They won't, but they could. Like I said, other things need to go for this to be.
I don't think
like,
I'm
a go-to
isn't
card.
struggling in the Link department.
No, I think they've got their fill. Link 5? Question mark. And then we got another card that doesn't seem to belong to anything, but if nothing else, the artwork's really cool. Liberator Etho. 4,000 attack, 0 defense.
I hate this card.
And then, yeah, it has a weird summoning restriction. The summon can't be negated. And then it can't be used for anything to summon, and it's unaffected by monster effects activated by your opponent's on your opponent's field during your turn only.
It's weird. Yeah. I feel like this is only going to go in stun decks, but here we are.
Yeah. I mean, as I said, the card's like neither here nor there, but the artwork for it is just fucking epic. Is it meant to be a 5Ds thing? Is this something to do with 5Ds? It feels like evil dragon thingy.
Very Crimson Dragon-y, doesn't it? Uh-oh.
Somehow I feel like this facilitates an FTK.
I mean, when are you not thinking that cards can help an FTK though?
Yeah.
And then quickly as well, unfortunately, we do have a delay to the Speed Duels Battle City finale product.
Oh no!
So it's now been moved to December 13th this year.
The only thing this affects is the fact that we won't get Rush Duels sooner.
True. Like, it's just don't... Print them early on, only ever release them in December around Christmas to try and get extra money.
Also, we're not getting it.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
it's
this
just...
is a North America exclusive product now.
It's just keep it simple. Just do a once a year release around Christmas.
Yeah.
And don't waste printing on it. I don't know. Just don't.
Just print Rush Duels.
Just give it up. Yeah, just print Rush Duels.
Give me 7 Roads Fusion.
Moving on to our Discord. If you weren't aware,
Oh.
link will be in the description below. Feel free to jump in, say hi, and ask us questions. Our first one this week comes to us from 6R6. What company policy have you had the mispleasure of complying with? Singing a song to a customer, supply a cake or a carton or a coffee for a mistake, wear something stupid.
I don't think I've ever had to put up with any of that.
Yeah.
I think if I had to, I would quit.
Yeah, I honestly can't think of anything that's been like, not like inside the normal realms of things that you kind of expect it to do.
Yeah.
Like, the only one that I thought was annoying at the time, but I'm actually sort of okay with it now, is that we do like a secret birthday cake supplier thing where like you're given someone's birthday to bring in a cake for.
Oh,
Okay.
so you secret Santa up the cake instead of just leaving it on one singular person who eventually gets driven broke. It's like, well, you're the one going to the fucking Cheesecake Factory every bloody week.
Well,
no
no-
one told you to go there. Just go to Woolies. We don't care.
Yeah, like, I don't know, it gives a bit more variety. People like change it up a little bit. Some people like to bake for them. Some people like to
that'd
do
be
their own.
sweet.
Yeah, and some people just bring in stuff that they
I
know
would
they
not
like,
comply
which
with
is
that.
also fine.
But I feel like this is weirdly targeted. 6R6, who hurt you?
Oh, can I tell that story?
Probably not.
No, let's run it. Like, look, in a television station, you have to put to air a lot of things that you like. For I would really rather people don't see this, but you do anyway.
That's just called doing your job.
Yeah. Next question comes to us from Falcon Waffles. He's just gotten his tickets for YCS Birmingham for next February. What deck should he play given the impending ban list looming between now and then?
Millennium.
It's
Millennium will be fine.
It's 7th, 8th, 6th, 7th, yeah?
What are you saying to me?
It's 6th, 7th, yeah?
Yeah, he wants to know when Birmingham is.
Sure.
I think it's the 6th, 7th of Feb. If that's the case, play Malice.
I'm going to say 8th,
the
9th.
search spell won't be out yet.
Yeah.
I say 8th and 9th, 2024.
Play Malice. Take a shot at it. It'll be the safest deck that you can build.
Yeah, 7th to the 9th.
Yeah. You
It'll
can also run
definitely
Shifter, so you can turn 80% of other decks in the room off just by
Yes.
dropping one card. It's very fun.
Play Malice.
Yeah. Also,
No, you play Millennium, you can also play it.
Yes.
And you don't get hit by any of the other hand traps.
Malice also good though.
We'll see about the Rock, Molchani.
yeah, I would also vote for
Yeah,
Malice.
we'll have the Rock
depending on
Molchani.
your budget. That's the other thing. Otherwise, Tempai.
Blue Eyes will be out, won't it?
It gets released that Friday.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
Blue Eyes is also an option. Get
Blue
your
Eyes
Magia
isn't.
now.
Yeah, just if you can't afford the hand trap, don't worry. We have other expensive cards you can't buy.
You can play this.
What were they thinking? I know what they were thinking, but what were they thinking?
Now that more cards have been done, it's now a case of like, what the fuck?
What is this actually?
Magia is like,
It's good.
it's very good in the deck.
Yeah,
Like,
like-
you can play it without it, but it helps so much.
Yeah.
Having a triple negate with 5,000 attack is quite good.
Yeah.
I actually think the way you summon it is actually the way you play around Dark Ruler and shit. So you set up your standard board and your opponent activates Dark Ruler, you go, haha, I'm just going to turn my board into a Magia. Good luck.
Yeah. Whose next question? Falcon Waffles. What is the best event prep meals? Yeah, best event prep meals for a full day of dueling.
As noted from recent tournaments, what you need to do is get some banana bread or raisin toast or something like that. But don't just make it yourself at home. You have to go to a cafe, pay a whole bunch of money,
Not a whole bunch of money. you
make
don't-
sure it's nice and buttery, and that'll give you a solid carb base to get you through the day.
Yes, carbs are your friend. If you're having coffee, make sure you have plenty of time to go to the bathroom
Yeah,
before
don't
your
have
first
coffee.
match. No, you can have coffee. You just need to be
Don't develop
careful
the
about it.
dependency.
But if you're like 90% of the other people in the world and you already
Have
have
developed
coffee
the dependency.
and like coffee, you are still welcome to have coffee. Just make sure that you plan enough time to be able to have a bathroom break before
You go and
you
shit
start.
yourself.
You don't have to.
Round
Oh, yeah, I'm
one.
going to think. I don't know what I'm going to do for energy this fucking tournament. Oh, my God.
Splice, yes.
Yeah.
That's right. You and I will be down at the cafe.
Yeah, but coffee ruins me. Makes me all twitchy and wigged.
Just
In a
have
bad
it
way.
with less.
Well, it's a decaf or something.
No, not decaf. That's none.
That's what I'm saying.
Just
what
like
do you do?
half strength.
I don't know.
The sanctum.
No.
That's oh yeah, I was gonna fucking
Absolutely
sleep.
not.
No, one beer ruined me. One YCS. I don't know. The Carmen's oat bars. I like those to get you through the day. Maybe a protein bar here and there, and the little yogis, the
Oh, little
little
yoga pouches.
Yeah, I love that. Like after round 2, it shouldn't be that bad in your bag. I wouldn't go after yoga that's been in your bag by round 9. But
Unless you're keeping it like with a little ice pack thing to keep it cool.
At which point your cards are now.
or if you have it in a
soggy.
cooler bag. Oh, here
You
we
don't
go.
have it all loose in the fucking bag. Jesus Christ, Ben.
You're just begging to introduce moisture to your binder.
So we're just going to do a quick deck check. Do you have any extra cards in your deck box? No, but I have a yogi pouch.
Marmalade.
That's what Ben's got, a jar of marmalade.
I can go get it if you want.
Actually, that's something I have to bloody comply with at work. So cooler bags, a very good invention. Do they belong in the fridge?
No.
It feels kind of redundant at that
Yeah,
point.
except our fridges all are just full with cooler bags now. There's some.
Maybe because people were stealing other people's food, so they just left it in their own cooler bags. So
Oh, so it's a protection thing,
It's a
not trying to
protection
keep.
mechanism,
But they
yeah.
could just leave it in a cupboard. It's a cooler bag.
No, but if you take the food out of the cooler bag, then...
No,
It's
but you're
all
saying
about-
leave the cooler bag and its contents somewhere out of the fridge so other people
Yeah, but
can
it's not
put their
gonna stay
stuff in.
cool all day.
Oh,
Cooler
boys.
bag will only keep your shit cool like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
Which, if you're arriving at 9, you only need to eat it by what? 2 at the absolute latest?
All I know is it doesn't belong in the fridge. It's literally insulated.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
It hasn't affected me at, well, really any of my jobs so far, but I can imagine it'd be very obnoxious if, like, you're in a big workplace and everyone has, like, taken up the fridge space with all of their own shit.
What about if they have cooler bags but they open them up so then the air can
Then
Nah,
people
they're
can
all
put
sealed.
their sneaky hands in and steal.
Dylan, if you still watch, this
Also,
is Noah
how big a
Spurgeon's.
protection are these cooler bags that you've invented for yourself? Like, I have this impenetrable cooler bag. No one can enter it.
I think it's enough of a deterrent. I genuinely do. That people won't just open the fridge and go, oh,
I personally...
I can't see all of the snacky cake goodness. Oh no.
I think if someone is malicious enough that they would eat somebody else's food without permission,
Yeah,
then they're malicious enough to open bags.
The difference though is that if they open the fridge and it's someone else's food just on a fucking shelf, it's food on a shelf, you can see the food. If it's in a cooler bag, no one knows what's fucking in there.
Yeah.
What are they going to do?
can't-
Go through everyone's cooler bag looking for the cake? Those fat fucks.
Right. Like,
For this imaginary scenario that Ben's imagined, if that is the case, just leave the cake out on a nice little plate, but lace it with laxatives.
ooh.
Oh, I thought you were going to say poison.
Yeah, or coffee.
No, they've already had coffee. They've already shit themselves. They think they're safe.
Shit themselves some more.
Moving on from whatever that was, Caleb asks, which character from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime series / TCG cards do you think would attend a P. Diddy party? I should have read through that question first.
Okay, well, we talked about the penguin before.
All the big five.
Yeah. That Jinzo fucker.
Probably Johnny Steps.
Panic.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Oh, I mean, no,
Para.
Panic's.
Do you reckon Para and Docs?
Just docs.
And yeah, Pegasus, maybe.
Para was the favorite as a child.
Chancellor Shepard, I bet.
Yeah, what's the teacher called? What's the professor in Dooley?
GX Professor.
Ancient gear.
This is your bloody forte, Crowler.
Crowler, that's it. He'd go.
Fucking. He could probably name every one of Chumley's cards, but can't name fucking Crowler. Chumley would be there. I was hiking up Uluru.
There's Rock.
Hey,
I
hey.
slid down on all the baby oil.
Swiftly moving on. Drew D, this is quite a long question.
That's what he's good at.
So,
Doing a banquet? What time? How long are we at?
we've got plenty of
39.
time.
We've got the time.
Cool.
Drew D asks, as I sit here watching the MTG World Championships where last place takes home $4,000 plus various promos and swag, and the winner gets a 6-figure payday and some cool additional swag, it begs the question of why does Konami treat its players so poorly compared to its direct competitors? And even more importantly, why do Yu-Gi-Oh! Players put up with it? Our pricing is crap, like 3 levels beyond crap. You don't want to do cash, sure, okay. Do a custom PS5 or an Xbox, or do a case of the new set, maybe some high-end gaming PC, some good promos that are stamped YCS London or top 8 regional, whatever. Something to make the climb and the effort feel worth it. We don't really get player rewards unless there's some promo deal that involves spending $50 to get alt arts. We don't get cool promos or box toppers. Konami doesn't even explain the ban lists and tell us where cards are and potential watch lists.
Every now and then you come across an accidental announcement of justifications. Every 4 lists.
When Billy
Maybe
breaks on a stream and he's like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, no, this was a problem. It's like, oh, yeah, cool. Thanks, man.
He continues, is this because Konami are a Japanese company and they simply don't care and have the mindset that
You
we
said it.
Western culture just don't get it? Or is it because they know that the player base will keep coming back no matter how crap they treat us? They have the mechanically best game, but it feels like they do absolute bare minimum to keep its players buying product.
I agree with you. Mechanically best game. God, I do think the Japanese company part is a huge part of the reason that it adds so much bureaucracy and I don't think it's done out of maliciousness. I think that everyone is trying whatever they can do, and it kind of like, they shoot themselves in the foot sometimes.
So I'm also very confused as to how Wizards of the Coast can have that as price support for like Magic, because like no one actively buys product for that game. Like a lot of it just kind of goes through on stores cracking packs, and they're paying cost price. Like,
I mean,
don't get me wrong,
cost price
like,
is probably enough when you're selling cardboard.
it's very strange as to like how they make as much money as they do and can justify these things, unless it's simply because like Konami isn't just a fucking card company. Like, the profits from Yu-Gi-Oh! Are probably keeping up some shitty pachinko game that 4 people play, but they're like, we need to keep this pachinko game going because it's a Japanese company and they refuse to let things like properly die. That can be my logic as to maybe they do both make the same levels of profit, because at the same time, like, who the fuck's licensing Wizards of the Coast stuff? If anything, it's the other way around, where like they're paying a fuckload of money to get the Marvel license to try and get people to buy.
Oh,
Marvel
they're paying for that, or it's not. It's not.
There's
it's
no
not,
way it's a mutual
just a
beneficial
split.
thing. Like, what is Marvel getting from Wizards of the Coast?
Oh,
doing
like a
Marvel
split on
set?
that. I thought they would get like a cut.
Maybe, but even then, like that's money out of their Wizards'
Yeah, true,
pocket.
true.
This is money coming out of Marvel's pocket to
still.
get this done. Like,
It is cardboard.
it's strange. Like, my only logic seems to be thinking that maybe some guys in the 90s that played ended up making like some big money in Wall Street and sit in big wigs of companies and afford to be like, oh fuck it, yeah, we'll drop like X amount of sponsorship money into Magic Worlds, get
Well,
like some shitty little fucking ad that pops up on there and be like, yeah, well, cool, off we go.
Well, that's the other thing as well. Like, there is an assumption that they're still running a profit on these big events where they're giving out big prizes. They may not. They may view it purely as a promotional event for the game.
Yes.
So they get to stream, they get to broadcast about their product, they get to show people how games and things work. So they may be running these things at a loss in order to broadcast the bigger thing of like, hey, this is what our game is. Isn't it cool? Come and play our game.
Like, at the same time as well, it's like the popular format of Magic is Commander. That's not what this is. Like, this is modern support.
Yeah, I don't see how standard
Like,
is worth.
The game
6
is
figures.
is effectively being funded by Commander. Like, that's it. The casuals fund the competitives. Maybe that's what we're looking at as the problem.
I mean, I think a big factor is that Magic has to do that stuff. Pokemon has to, even though Pokemon's such a big IP, Pokemon cards are a subsection of it, and so that you have to put on those events to attract people to play the game. Because like, if you're not playing for that reason, you're not playing. But we've got a bunch of animes that play the cards, so you kind of just got that natural inbuilt advertising. So you don't need to run huge events. Just go, no, you're just here to play cards because that's what you enjoy, not winning money.
Yeah. Like, Pokemon does a good job of having the full network of being able to be like, also, you go to Worlds and you're going to spend a fuckload of money at the merch store
Yeah.
on all of that shit, where they're taking a pretty nice profit on all of that merch. They don't give 2 fucks if you're flipping it for 3 times the price. They're
Yeah,
like,
they've got their money.
You mean we sold out of all the stuff we produced? Sick. We just made a killing. Good job, us.
$500 for a Slowpoke.
Yeah. Whereas, like, these kinds of things don't really exist in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I guess to the flip side of Pokemon, for example, their online simulator, you get rewarded for buying packs. So you buy packs, you get the codes out of your pack, you can put that in the online simulator, you get packs on there.
That's such a good idea.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, for as much shit as we gave them for a long time for having, like, predatory games like Duel Links, Master Duel is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
For bringing in all kinds of players. Like, it is probably the least predatory, least microtransaction game like trading card game that exists.
I've
Also,
said
doesn't
this
run
for
like
a
us.
long time as well.
Yeah.
Like, you can happily go in for Muscle. They give you enough events and promotions and like free stuff that you don't have to spend a fucking dollar on it.
Yeah.
You don't have to spend a thing.
And then you then get the flip side, or third point of that is Magic MTG Arena is pretty fucked in terms of trying to get like
Always
your own
was.
stuff. So they're probably pulling in a killing there. Because
Yeah.
during COVID, they made the conscious decision to give the middle finger to stores and be like, fuck you guys, we're shifting everything online, go fuck yourself. If you survive, we'll see you later. And even then, like, F&M's never really recovered. Or I'm not sure if that's the case in other markets, but from the 5 stores that I can access within a 2-hour radius, none of them really do numbers
It's
for F&M anymore.
Like, there's no way it's not a worldwide thing. It's
Like-
it was an institution. You could not go into a game store on a Friday night.
It also used to be a consensus that at F&M you either played standard or you played modern.
Yep.
Now a lot of stores are like, we don't know because our player base is fractured and everyone wants to play Commander, but you can't run F&M Commander. Like, you can run F&M Commander, but like it doesn't really mean anything. You're really truly just running a casual locals at that point. It's like, the game itself is fundamentally fucked. And I'm very surprised that they have found a way to keep funding things at this scale.
Yeah. Cardboard.
What's
It's-
the thing? I don't think it's the cardboard.
I just the thing is like, yeah, if Wizards were running any other sort of game, probably long gone. Like Hasbro would have kicked it in the curb. But since it is such a low margin, that they're probably just lucky.
It's like,
Wherever they're getting the 600, like the 6 figures, is another question. I would like money in our game though, but whatever. We're playing for pride.
But how long can we sit on that soapbox though and go, oh, I play for the prestige, I play for the...
Well, I'm yet to
Whatever, whatever.
I'm yet to attain my pride, so
I'm still
this is
chasing-
this is no question for me.
yeah, it is also a case of like, yeah, what are you complaining about? Worlds has 24 people to go to it. Like, good job.
Which Pokemon's winding that down to, like they've switched to smaller worlds.
If
So-
anything, it seems like Yu-Gi-Oh is starting to contract as well. Where I think, was it WCQ Europe? They're giving out less invites for that now from certain events. So they've cut them from 16 to 8 players. Like I think their regionals now are 8 invites regardless of player cap.
We
Yeah, okay.
need another title, another chance. Like we need another, maybe a separate circuit, maybe a third party
Yeah, maybe ARG should pull their fingers out of their ass.
or pro play.
Oh, PPG, play with their ban list.
Well, not that, like, it's a very different way of looking at it, but when Good Games did run their Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship series, that was only run for a very limited time because there just wasn't enough in it for them.
Oh yeah, you can't do
to
it in
do it.
Australia. It has to start in the States or Europe.
Yeah, and like ARG and over COVID, at least in a remote sense, luxury card gaming were doing a lot of that kind of stuff.
I forgot about them.
Yeah, and I think they still do stuff. It's just obviously with a lot more in-person events and regionals and YCSs and stuff, people are more drawn to that because of the aforementioned prestige and stuff. Like, you can win 13 luxury fucking tournaments and people are like, oh yeah, you're pretty good. You win one YCS and everyone's like, fucking, oh my god, he's amazing.
How about we just get Rush Jewels and then have that as a circuit?
Yay! It
Well-
has the anime to back it.
Is there enough interest within the Time Wizard things where that would be the separate thing? And like, rather than like the sort of 50-50 that we have at the moment of like, oh, it's either Edison or Goat at this tournament, you know, a week in advance, go. It's like for the next 6 months at every major tournament, we are running this thing as a side event. It is 100% this.
That is a weird consensus thing. I did just want to bring up a quick point on your luxury card gaming series. I believe they've discontinued UDSs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they run the Undisputed.
Yeah. I kind of gave off the vibe that was it. There is no more UDSs.
Yeah, so I guess, if they gave up that, they would have some metrics. That means it's not worth their time or effort. Damn.
There was probably also a lot of people bitching about the 2-round buys for people that showed up to YCSs with a UDS belt. And also the...
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
just 2 round buy. That was just 2 rounds.
They also got like travel and the com paid for, I think.
Well, it's like, I mean, gladly the champion cannot face me in round 1. Thank you.
Thank you for getting them out of the picture for a little bit.
I don't have to worry about playing Jesse Cotton round 1. Fuck yeah.
Round 3, Jay Cotton.
You somehow fucked around and like gotten the bye round 1 and then played like the worst player on planet Earth who won round 1 game 2. Or you somehow get the bye and you play down. And it's like, oh sick, awesome, round 3. Oh shit.
Oh god.
I'm both of the champ.
I think there was one more question. I don't really know if we thoroughly answered your question, but it was a great discussion point, if nothing else.
Bureaucracy and magic, we can't judge wizards for what they do because they are in fact crazy.
Yeah, I have no fucking...
We should be better than wizards. How do we do that? No clue.
Through prestige and
to be fair,
honor and
neither
the other
of
things
the
that
two, neither of the 2 world championships or like pro tours are promoted very well anymore. Like Magic Pro Tour used to be promoted very well, and it did very well, and now people don't really give a fuck. Like
it's not Commander.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, Commander gives money, so we'll just
There have been times where I've actively been like when the Nadu shit was happening like 2 months ago. I was like, oh yeah, I might actually go and watch the Pro Tour and be like, how fucked was this? I genuinely couldn't find the content to go and watch it. I was like, oh, I'm good. No, I'm not going out of my way for more than 5 minutes to watch something that I was going to be bored by anyway. I'm good. Last question?
That was the last question. So thank you all very much for listening and watching. If you are watching along, feel free to like and subscribe. If you're listening, feel free to favorite, jump into our Discord, ask us some questions, and we'll catch you all next week. Peace.
Goodbye.